Welcome to episode 31 of Two Guys, One Sport. My name is Chris.
I'm George. Brother Chris, it's a Friday. There's a full slate of baseball on. There's some soccer on. Oh,
and
there we go. I forgot to mute us. That's why I forgot to mute us. There we go. Let's try that again. There's a full slate of baseball on. There's some soccer on. And as always, we're happy that you're spending your Friday with us. We have graps to talk about. Lots of graps.
A whole lot of graphs. We got a lot to catch up on because we spent the last 2 weeks talking about a lot of different things. We had episode 30 last week with Don Sal, and we had episode 29 the week before that with Jen. And when you have guests on the show, sometimes things go things get a little bit tangenty. We certainly fell prey to that, but that's all right. We're gonna move up. We're gonna move forward.
We are going to, in the spirit of the MLB playoffs, we're gonna spray to all fields tonight, brother Chris.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover from New Japan. We've got some Stardom. We've got some Progress. We've got some WWE. A whole lot of stuff. But as always, we start with our matches of the week, and I'm actually going to start this week because
by all means,
we had ourselves a little bit of a moment, you might say, a breath, a deep breath before the plunge, as the good Wizard Gandalf said in Return of the King.
R.I.P. Wait, no, he lives. Never mind.
He
Never mind.
He
Wait a second. No, he doesn't die.
He goes off. He goes off
to the Eastland or whatever it's called, the Westland.
The Grey Haven.
That's
I think
what it's
that's
called. Yeah, the land that's either to the far east or to the far west of Middle Earth. I forget which one. I think it's to the far west because it's analogous to the New World.
Yes.
So I think it's the Westlands. So
yeah. So we had our deep breath before the plunge this week to close an episode of Monday Night Raw with a no words spoken meeting between the three members of the Shield, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, almost certainly precipitating a reunion of one of the most dominant factions in WWE history. So to honor that, I guess reflect on where we came from. I went back and watched the 2014 Elimination Chamber match between the Shield and the Wyatts.
Is that the one in Minneapolis?
Yes, it is.
That would be a good match.
At the Target Center. It was an excellent match.
That would be a very good match. In fact,
yes.
I would almost posit to say that would be a great match.
Yes, indeed.
In fact, I'm reasonably sure it ended up on my ballot at the end of the year.
It was
my top five.
It was certainly a spectacular a spectacular spectacle. That's not at all repetitive, I promise. Of two of the most dominant groups going on in WWE at that moment in time. Not a technical masterpiece by any means. I mean, the only technical wrestler in this match is Seth Rollins. I don't want
these six to have technical masters.
Yeah.
I want them to fight.
Yeah.
Especially when there's like 1.5 good technical wrestlers among the six of them at the time.
Exactly.
At the time.
Yeah.
Like I want, and 6 good fighters. Like I played your strengths.
Exactly. And fight they did. The Shield dominated early until Seth Rollins got blindsided and spent a long section of the match being the face in peril before Dean Ambrose came in, and then Roman Reigns came in. And it all just fucking broke down from there. The last third of the match is spent in just utter sheer chaos. Most of the action going on outside the ring. You've got amazing series of suicide dives from Luke Harper and Seth Rollins onto each other. Actually, no, Rollins' wasn't a suicide dive. It was actually a tope con hero. And then we have the brutal-looking table spot where Harper and Rowan double Razor's Edge. It wasn't technically a Razor's Edge. It was more like just a double lift slam. But they send him through the Spanish announcer's table, and he's just fucking broken. And then Roman Reigns has to face the numbers game. The moment of the match that really stands out to me is Bray Wyatt has Roman Reigns locked in for Sister Abigail. Roman starts fighting out of it. Starts, doing the thing where he pulls Bray's arms apart. I mean, he gets back up, almost upright. Bray headbutts him, yells in his face, headbutts him again, and Roman screams back in his face, and then scoops him up for a Samoan drop. It's just like that test of wills that was a precursor to the Roman Reigns Bray Wyatt feuds that were to come, which were nowhere near as good as that one singular moment between the two of them. But
no, I remember not hating the Roman Reigns Bray Wyatt feud, which, given how unbelievably terrible Bray Wyatt is actually a feather in Roman's cap. Yeah, and I'm not trying to indict Roman in any way, shape, and form. The fact that he got a meh feud out of Bray Wyatt is amazing.
Yeah, feud that introduced us to a very large man in a black sheep mask eventually.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember his name. He clearly wasn't.
Who's anywhere from 50 to 100 times better than Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember his name. He can't have been anybody important. But
it's slipping my mind, my friend. But go on.
Might have been Toman. I don't know. We're terrible. But yeah, this was one of the very few times during the Shield era when Roman Reigns suffered a pinfall loss, and believe me, he did not go down easily. After that Samoan drop, Harper came in. He low-bridged Harper out of the ring. Rowan came charging in, ate a Superman punch. Wyatt ate a Superman punch. He's got Wyatt lined up for the spear. Harper comes in at the last second, eats the spear, and then Roman eats Sister Abigail and gets pinned. Dean Ambrose spent the last 5 minutes of the match nowhere to be seen because he and Wyatt had feuded out into the arena, and then Wyatt came back, and Ambrose was basically just gone.
Yeah, he kind of vanished into the ether.
Yeah, supposedly he got beat down so badly that he couldn't even make it back. That was right before Rollins got put through the table and also could not do anything. So
I gotta watch this match again because I remember watching it the first time and being like, "Holy shit!"
It was.
I haven't watched it since then, but I remember almost everything in it because that's how great of a match it was.
It was a spectacular match. I mean, these three guys definitely.
Breaking news: the Shield and the Wyatts were really good together.
Yeah. These three guys definitely show that they have exactly what it takes to put together great stuff when they work with each other, and they're all putting in the effort that they need to. And obviously, this kind of set us on the course that we did with the Shield having their tensions, teasing a breakup before getting back together, turning against the Authority, coming to Daniel Bryan's aid, then starting the feud with Evolution, that eventually led to the breakup of the Shield.
Pounds of Justice.
Yeah,
at the Raw after Mania. Yeah.
Oh, that was a great moment. I go back and watch that all the time. That was such a good moment. They come down with those masks. They need to bring those masks back.
The weird MS-13 masks or whatever the hell they're wearing. Yeah,
the half skulls, whatever it is.
Everything about the Shield was awesome except for the very, very end of it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but
yeah, like literally from the moment they debuted at Survivor Series to the moment that Seth Rollins was this conniving son of a bitch, everything else in between was great.
The chair shot heard around the world.
Yeah, everything from them debuting at Survivor Series to, you know what, an underrated part of the Shield was Seth Rollins playing Peacemaker. Remember?
Yes.
On like random SmackDown and cutting an awesome promo.
Yes.
And playing Peacemaker. That was great.
The Shield Summit.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was so good. I had an 8 DVD set of Shield matches that I would just randomly watch. It was every Shield match from 20. This was before the network. It was every Shield match I got it from my bootleg guy. It was every Shield match in 2013, Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-view in chronological order.
Wow.
So I would just pop in a random disc and be like, "Oh, let's watch some random Raw in August. Oh, this match. Oh, it's the Shield versus John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and Randy Orton. Okay, great. This match is going to be awesome." And lo and behold, it was awesome. No matter who the three guys fighting the Shield was, it didn't matter. Well, it was always Daniel Bryan and someone else, and two someone else's. Daniel Bryan also really great.
Yeah, the one I always remember what was it? The episode after Evolution made their big reunion, and came out after the Shield was getting their asses handed to them in that 11-on-3 handicap match, and then Evolution just put the boots to them. So the following SmackDown, they got put into another 11-on-3 handicap match, and the Shield just spent the whole episode just beating the shit out of anybody who was going to be in that match. So it eventually wound up going down to being a 6-on-3 handicap match, or 5-on-3, I want to say. Yeah, it ended up being a 5-on-3 handicap match when all was said and done, and they just fucking destroyed the guys who were left that were in the match. It was spectacular. One of the most fun sequences and that also featured the amazing sequence of Roman Reigns throwing Brad Maddox into a wall behind a couch.
I don't remember this.
It was spectacular. Just go on YouTube, search "The Shield Destroys Everyone." It should be one of the first results you get.
I'll check it out when we're done here. I have no memory of this, Brad Maddox being thrown through a wall behind a couch.
It was spectacular. All right, what do you got?
Or as we call it, a typical night in the curtain jerker household.
What do you got for a match this week?
I was going to do, in honor of NXT, I was going to do War Games, but I couldn't watch War Games because the network was not working in my office for some inexplicable reason. So I had to actually work at work, Chris. I had to work at work. Nobody signed me up for this shit. So
the worst possible fate. Why do they expect you to work at work? My God.
Not at all acceptable. So I went to an old standby. This is from Ring of Honor New Japan War of the Worlds. Okay. Philadelphia 2015. Roddy Strong versus your friend and mine, Mr. Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Ooh, nice.
Have you seen this match?
I have not.
It is great. Breaking news. Roddy Strong. Awesome. Breaking news. Tanahashi. Awesome.
Yeah, who knew?
Roddy put on another performance in this match that showed he is one of the best in the world. He was on fire. This is where you watch, because you watch Roddy Strong for a long time, and it's fits and starts, right?
Yeah.
He finally reached his full in-ring potential in this match, and it's so fun to watch. He's so fast, so intense, so violent. He gets his head cut open by mistake, and he just rolls with it, and it's so good. He manages to perfectly balance looking out of it and loopy, while at the same time receiving the adrenaline rush from the blood.
Jesus.
Yeah, Tanahashi, of course, this is right when he starts to break down a little bit. This is right before the 2015 G1, which he won. So I think he's starting to maybe hold back a little bit, but Roddy doesn't let him hold back. Roddy drags everything out of Tanahashi. 4 million backbreakers later. Bunch of cool submission stuff from both guys. Tanahashi punching the head wound like he's a heel, playing heel in front of the crowd.
That's freaking awesome.
The ending sequence, not so great, because everyone was just pulling for Roddy, and Tanahashi wins with a high-fly flow.
Yeah.
Awesome match. Easy 4-star match. Highly recommended. Ring of Honor New Japan War of the Worlds. May 13th, 2015, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Your hometown, right? Or close enough?
No.
I thought you were from there.
No, my hometown is in Rhode Island.
Oh, I was only off by 300 miles.
I'm just a Philadelphia sports fan, to my chagrin. Lately,
yeah.
But, that is what it is.
Hey, Cubs 2-0. Yeah, bitches. Yeah.
You know what? I'm rooting for them.
Go Cubs. All right.
I'm rooting for the Cubs and anybody who is facing the Yankees. I want the Yankees to lose.
Oh my God! Did you see the Yankees just shit all over themselves?
I heard about it. I heard about it all day this morning. And
Girardi didn't review a hit by pitch that hit off the end of the bat and should have been a strikeout, but he didn't review it because he's an idiot. And then the guy next guy hit a grand slam.
Oh my God!
So great. Awesome. So that was my match of the great. This was a lot of fun. Again, Tanahashi's just starting to slip a little bit because he's like 38 and an old 38. This isn't 2012 Tanahashi. This isn't even 2014 Tanahashi where he was having those wars with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
But Roddy Strong is good enough, and Tanahashi is good enough at the little things, as we've talked about, that he makes it work. I don't know where you can watch it. You may have to kind of watch it on some like Russian YouTube and get like computer herpes or something.
No, Russian YouTube computer herpes.
Russian YouTube. I'm just saying, But this match was pretty great. I would highly recommend it.
I'm gonna answer you, Matt DSM. Yes, Undertaker did kick out his sister Abigail.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
and that was a weird feud. You were watching then, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was
Bray Wyatt having a feud with no one.
Yeah,
Bray Wyatt showing up in the last week, and then the match being shit.
Oh yeah, the match was terrible. Shit. Yeah, the match was terrible. That was right.
Full entrance, broad sunlight with the weird scarecrow things. And I think Bray like rolled an ankle or sprained the knee like the day before, so he wasn't.
He did.
So even his horrible mobility was like diminished even more.
Yeah. So
a ton of just weird, bad Bray Wyatt promos.
That will never be a match of the week. I can promise you that.
No, that match was.
I've
done bad matches.
You have.
I love bad matches.
Yeah,
I did Sharmell and Jenna Maraska, the worst match of all time.
I do remember how that feud started, though, with the freaking promo at Fastlane where Bray came out in the coffin pretending to be Taker, and everybody was losing their shit because they thought Taker was coming out, and it was fucking Bray in the coffin, and everybody was just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Well, you know, brother Chris, I wrote a Bray Wyatt promo.
Oh.
I take the train, so I have a lot of time to think.
Okay.
So I wrote a Bray Wyatt promo. And I'm gonna give a Bray Wyatt promo, and this promo I promise to you is as nonsensical as any other Bray Wyatt promo.
Please go ahead,
brother Chris. You may seem that you are sick of Bray Wyatt promos, but that is just your inner weakness trembling before the Eater of Worlds, the Speaker of Truths they don't want you to hear. For once you hear this promo, you truly hear the echoes coming from the eternal darkness of Bray's mind. You will fall to your knees, brother Chris, and accept the anger and rage that lies dormant deep beneath the surface of the hollow husk of a man that you are. Let your inner demons out, brother Chris. Accept Bray Wyatt as your savior, and together you two shall shake the very pillars of existence. You will transcend this mortal world and become something more, something dark, something powerful. Brother Chris, in my hands lies your salvation. That's it. You too can write a Bray Wyatt promo because you don't have to make any fucking sense. Because nothing this guy says makes sense.
Holy shit. Oh my God, that was great.
That's it. Did anything I say made any sense?
No.
I spouted all the usual cliches. Salvation, hands, pillars, and demons, and husks, and all that other imagery shit. Get this fucker off my television as soon as possible.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's getting to the point where if I had the metaphorical 3 wishes, I'd wish for $1 million for myself and $1 million for Bray Wyatt so he'd never have to work ever again. You can get off my goddamn television.
I hope the third one would be $1 million for me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yep.
That's exactly it.
100%. Definitely.
100%. You're 100% right.
Definitely nothing else more important than that in your life. Oh God,
everything else is easy. Just get Bray, get him off my television.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about this before. I loved him when he was cult preacher.
Yep.
But once he became the fat dirty wizard, I'm done.
The fat dirty wizard.
That's Tom Lawler, by the way. I did not come up with that, but that's pretty great. The fat dirty wizard.
That is fantastic.
It's true. Like,
all right.
He looks like the guy who would have cost you for money on the train.
It's true.
Get off my TV, man. He does nothing.
Matt, that's a great comparison. Bray Wyatt is like the world's worst D&D dungeon master.
Yeah, true. That's a great
fantastic
one. That's really good. So
I'm gonna bring they'll never let me into an episode or to a WWE event with a sack of dice or anything like that. But I was like, I'll bring a sign
to a poster.
I'll bring a sign that says Bray, invite me to your Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah, tape it to a poster. Tape the dice to a poster or something.
Or draw them on or something.
Yeah, it's just like yeah. Roll sand. Every time I listen to Bray Wyatt, I want to roll sand.
Pocket sand.
God, just the dirt worst. Does nothing well.
Well, speaking of things that do nothing well, let's just get this WWE coverage out of the way because we got to talk about Hell in a Cell.
Sure.
Just plow through this because I don't want to talk about Hell in a Cell.
All right. I'll MC this one. Just, WWE Hell in a Cell, Sunday, Little Caesars Arena, the brand new building in Detroit, Michigan, home of the Detroit Red Wings and WWE on Sunday. Pre-show match. Not gonna lie, actually excited about this one, my friend.
Yeah,
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Brothers.
This is gonna be the Hype Brothers breakup moment. I'm betting on it now. This is gonna be the time.
I like Serious Mojo much more than I like Get Hype, Stay Hype Mojo.
Yeah.
You remember when Mojo was on TV and he was all serious and it was pretty good?
After one of the Battle Royal, yeah, it was perfect.
And then he went off TV and never to be seen again.
Yep.
You know, I think you could have an actual pretty decent wrestling promotion with the guys who aren't on SmackDown Live. Because you'd have Mojo and Chad and Shelton and Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Fashion Police.
You'd have a really good tag team tournament.
Yep. Have a pretty good women's division with Naomi and Becky Lynch. Yep, Naomi and Becky Lynch, and I mean, yes, Charlotte's been back on TV, but I mean,
Charlotte's the number one contender, isn't she?
Yes, we'll get to that.
She is.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, but like you could have a pretty solid promotion with that as your nucleus. Wow, it's a tough word. As your foundation. Let's just use that word instead.
Yeah,
as your foundation.
Yeah.
I think Gable and Benjamin win this match.
Absolutely.
I think it'd be a fun match too.
Yeah,
I think maybe the first pre-show match I watch all year.
Yeah.
Except for the one I was at, the Royal Rumble, where Sasha Banks lost in 45 seconds tonight.
No, the last event.
Oh no, that was Bayley. Lost tonight at the Rumble.
Yeah. No, but there was another good. The last SmackDown event had a good TLC match, too. Or not a TLC, and a good pre-show match. What was it? It wasn't No Mercy. It was a Battleground. Pretty sure it was Battleground.
Maybe.
Oh no, that was Aiden English, Ty Dillinger. That was not.
Sure.
No, that was not.
I remember that match not being terrible.
It wasn't terrible. No, maybe it was No Mercy. Actually, it was No Mercy was Elias and Apollo.
No.
Was it SummerSlam?
Yeah, No Mercy was also a show that was booked backwards because they had the debate that night, so the main event was first. Right. And your friend of mine, Bray Wyatt, ended the show against Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to this match. There's nothing wrong with like a 9-minute match between four guys who can go.
Yeah, and Shelton Benjamin's actually looking pretty good in his return tour.
He is. Glad his shoulders all taped up and he's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, Sal got it right. Yeah, Usos New Day was a pre-show match on a few SmackDown pay-per-views ago, and that was spectacular.
SummerSlam?
Yeah. No.
Yes,
it was SummerSlam. Yes, you're right.
SummerSlam. Yes, and it was maybe the match tonight.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Next, I'm going in order on a website, so I don't know if this is the actual order, but it doesn't really matter. No, I'm not on Wiki. I'm on Voices of Wrestling. Okay. Because it was the last one I had open. Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Rusev's winning.
Sure.
They're gonna continue this feud because Randy Orton needs to be on TV.
Rusev Day should be an international holiday.
Whatever.
Rusev's great.
Rusev is great. I'm still sick of his gimmick, though. I'm still sick. How do you not love this man? He's
being punished because he married a hot blonde.
Yeah, but I'm still tired of the fact that it's still the fucking same old anti-America gimmick. All the fucking time.
But Rusev, of the 3 anti-America gimmicks, Rusev's is the best by far.
Yeah, but this is also the oldest one that we've been seeing for 3 fucking years consecutively.
Yeah, they got to turn a face.
Something.
And Randy Orton's just kind of...
I would even accept them going back to NXT Rusev, who was the fucking barbarian guy.
Alexander Rusev?
Yeah, and he was Alexander Rusev, and he was wearing the fur loincloths or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
I'd accept that in a heartbeat over
we need to have this is not the week for it because we got a lot going on, but we need to have a nice in-depth conversation about NXT.
We've had a lot.
NXT's got pretty. Yeah, but I mean, like NXT's, we haven't had one in a while.
Yeah.
But NXT is shaping up to be pretty great again.
Yeah. Now that we have an idea, although I don't know if we want to go into the spoilers from the tapings that happened this week, but at some point we are going to have to talk about TakeOver Houston because that's going to be a landmark event.
Outside shot, I go to that, by the way. My buddy lives in San Antonio, and we're talking about going.
I know somebody who lives in Houston too, but I don't know if she would house me for that. So
no, I don't know.
We'll see about that.
Outside shot, we'll see. Next, Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. I like Bobby Roode a lot. Dolph Ziggler, just whatever in God's holy name.
I want Bobby Roode to end this match in 15 seconds and just have.
I don't think Bobby Roode's done anything in his life in 15 seconds. Especially in the wrestling ring.
That's true.
I don't. Explain to me what Dolph Ziggler's gimmick is supposed to be.
Annoying the shit out of me. That's what I'm convinced it is.
I've rarely found him compelling, and despite him being pretty good between the ropes, he's got nothing to make me invested. Just you and Bray Wyatt, get the hell off my television. You both go together.
Yeah.
Bray, you can go fucking be D&D Dungeon Master, and Dolph can get stupid comedy promos.
Yeah, and go be political on fucking Fox News or wherever the fuck he goes.
At least whatever. Just get off my television. Whatever you do in your spare time, just make sure it's not professional wrestling and make sure I'm not watching it.
The fact that Dolph Ziggler
for all the criticism people have of Bobby Roode, and it is there, and I am a Bobby Roode fan.
Yes.
I am a fan of Bobby Roode because I am a fan of late 80s NWA wrestling, and that's what Bobby Roode is. At least there's a character there. At least there's something to draw you in. There's nothing to draw you in for Dolph Ziggler,
Yeah, and there hasn't been for years. The fact that Dolph Ziggler is getting TV time in 2017 while Luke Harper is fucking warming the bench is criminal. But whatever. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, with the amount of times that there has been like the on again, off again, will he, won't he discussion of if Dolph is going to renew. Like, I don't understand why he's still getting TV time, why he's still getting focused. Because it's not like he's a draw anymore. It's not like people are going to be paying attention to him or caring what he does anymore. That time has passed. That time ended back in 2015.
What were we talking about? I blocked. You were talking about Dolph Ziggler, and I just stopped caring. Sorry, it's Dolph Ziggler.
Exactly.
I mean,
just enough already.
Speaking of guys, I don't care about one iota. Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles.
God, I really hope that Baron Corbin doesn't win this match.
I was hoping this would be a triple threat. Okay, after Ty Dillinger got in the mix because he beat Baron Corbin.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would have been nice.
But since it's not, that tells me that Baron Corbin may win. Especially because AJ's title run is going absolutely nowhere.
Well,
I sincerely hope Corbin doesn't win, my friend, because I already have one major champion on this show with no charisma, no personality, and Jinder Mahal, and I don't want to.
Well, you probably I told you about the rumor. I mean, for those who aren't aware, there's a report going around on some of the news sites that are saying that the reason AJ has not competed on SmackDown in fucking ever is because they're saving him for the dark matches after the show so that people don't leave during 205 Live.
Yeah. You know what the problem with that is, Chris?
I mean, I can name about 17 of them, but please, name yours.
Instead of making 205 Live a compelling television show that's worth sticking around for, they decided to make bullshit to get people to stick around.
Yep.
And I think 205 Live's good. Well, at least it was until it became the Enzo Amore show.
I don't want to go back to that again. Anyway,
our friend, our friend of the show, Reverend Kane, says, and when he writes his sermon on the mat, says every week that there's always some form of wrestling out there that makes you happy, and you should watch the form of wrestling that makes you happy, or something to that effect. You understand what I'm saying? At the bottom of his sermon on the mat every week, he says, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up. I want to get this quote right." Age, size, Reverend Kane, sir. If I could spell, I spelled Reverend with about 14 E's. I don't know how. Where are we? Here we go. There we go. Sermon on the mat. All right. Oh, there's a tag team extravaganza in WXW. That sounds great. No, shit, it actually does sound pretty great.
Yeah, it is.
Scrolling down. Holy shit, he writes a lot.
Well, there's a lot in this week's sermon.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Remember, folks, no matter what type of wrestling you like, no matter how down you feel about the state of WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, or other big-time pro wrestling, there's something out there for you. There's a pro wrestling product that can hit you in the sweet spot and make you love wrestling like you thought you'd never be able to love it again. It's there, I promise. You just got to reach out and find it. And that, my friends, is what Sermon on the Mat is all about. And you know what? WWE and SmackDown Live, which has become a cold, dead, gray husk of a program, is not doing it for me. It's not. SmackDown Live offers me literally nothing. If I'm not getting an AJ Styles match every show, there's nothing there for me. There's nothing. There's no reason for me to watch.
No, there isn't.
I mean, if I'm not getting one kick-ass AJ Styles match, get the hell off my television.
Yep.
And you know what? The NHL started up again, and the NBA starting up again, and I'll just watch that shit instead.
Definitely.
Or whatever else is on regular television, or I'll play video games, or I'll watch Netflix, or I'll do whatever. Because I'm not wasting my time watching this. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. It's a show that at best is treading water.
Yep.
And at least Raw, I get every now and again. At least Raw, I get a awesome Roman Reigns match, usually, in some form or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And we've discussed ad nauseum my issues with the Roman Reigns character, but I'll go to war with the Roman Reigns wrestler all the time.
Yep.
Roman Reigns beating the shit out of people on Raw always makes me happy.
Oh, why wouldn't it?
Regardless of the promos and the meta bullshit and the whatever and the gimmick, I don't care. Show up, beat the hell out of people, I'm happy. We're going to get Samoa Joe back. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I love the Raw tag team scene.
Yeah.
I don't get a good AJ match, and I don't get a good Usos and or New Day match. What the hell am I watching this for?
Exactly.
Well, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's literally nothing
here. Like, you know?
Yeah. So.
I hope AJ wins this match.
I hope he does too, because
so far I have not run into a match I care about, by the way. It's been fun.
No. You shouldn't.
And I don't care about this next one either.
I'll give you a reason to. I'll give you a reason to when we get.
There's one match I definitely care about down the line, but it's not this one. It is not Natalya versus Charlotte.
I'll give you a reason to care about it, but give
Natalya versus Charlotte.
Give me your spiel. Do you have a spiel for this?
How about this? No. Babyface Charlotte does nothing for me. She's just so fake. She's so fake.
Yeah.
Natalya's champion is the epitome of replacement level.
Mm-hmm.
They've had good matches. Roadblock 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
Also known as the night Dean Ambrose had his best ever match with 48-year-old Triple H, inexplicably.
Yep. Also, that NXT title match that they had, that one episode of NXT.
3 years ago. Yeah.
4 years ago?
Yeah. So
forever ago, might as well be.
Yeah. Charlotte's a good wrestler. And Natalya is just
there.
Empty.
Yeah.
So what's your spiel? Why should I care about this match?
Because here's what's going to happen.
Oh, do tell.
Charlotte's going to win the match.
Okay.
Charlotte's going to have her post-match celebration. Out of nowhere, Ronda Rousey and Marina Shafir are going to show up and beat the shit out of Charlotte. Becky Lynch is going to come down and try and make the save. They're going to beat the shit out of her, too. Maybe Shayna Baszler and Jessamyn Duke show up, too. Either way, Charlotte and Becky are both going to end up in the ring, or at the very least, Charlotte and Becky are both going to end up in the ring with their asses handed to them by the 4 horsewomen of MMA. Carmella is going to come down, cash in, pin Charlotte, and win the title. And that's the start of our 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen feud that we're getting in Survivor Series in 5 weeks.
Sure. Great.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
There it is.
There it is. I'll be watching Sunday Night Football. I don't even know what the game is Sunday night. I'll be watching it. Don't know. Don't care.
I'm going to be playing Borderlands 2 for 6 hours on Saturday.
I need to watch on Sunday and do that.
Yeah, because I'm going to be on a Twitch stream with one of my favorite Twitch streamers. She runs she does giveaways for subscribers, and I won a 6-hour stream of the game of my choice. I said we're going to start a Borderlands campaign. And
the Sunday game's solid. Chiefs Texans.
Oh, nice. That's a good game.
Yeah, it's a solid football game. Yeah, I'll be that's definitely getting priority 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The football game gets priority 1. WWE, you get the phone.
Yeah, WWE is like priority 6.
Yeah,
that's going to be. I'm calling my shot right now. That is going to be what's going to happen.
I swear to you, we don't hate wrestling. It's just SmackDown is just so empty.
Yeah, I know. I don't want it either, Matt. I don't want it either. But it's
nobody wants it.
Nobody wants it. But
no, Sal. I don't care about this 4 horsewoman shit either.
But it's going to happen. But it's going to happen. We all know.
I care about Shayna Baszler because Shayna Baszler's great. I don't give a fuck about Ronda Rousey or Jessamyn whatever or Mrs. Roddy Strong. Yeah.
Did you see the report? Did you see the report that Shayna reported to the PC this week?
Good.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's in promo class. Hopefully she's in. I do not mean this with any malice or any snark. Hopefully she has a speech therapist. I'm sure the company will provide for one if she needs it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because she's pretty great. I like people who beat Chris. I'm a simple man. Yeah. Show up, beat the crap out of somebody, leave. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't need a lot.
Yeah.
Shayna Bass was great at that.
Mm-hmm. And I hope to God that they talk to the fucking WWE Glam Squad, whoever does the makeup for the women, and tell them to lay the fuck off.
She doesn't need a ton of it.
She doesn't fucking
need a lot of it. Nope. First of all, none of them do. They're all I am a makeup minimalist in my normal life. Obviously, I don't put any on myself, but I'm saying like, you don't need to. I don't need you to have this fucking kabuki cake on shit.
Yeah. Unless you're going like Asuka did in the Indies with the full corpse paint and
yeah,
doing
but that's
like
a gimmick though. That's not makeup.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
like
that's
I don't
the
need
only time you need that much.
You don't need. It's supposed to be like whatever the hell poor Billy and Peyton are going through. I mean, I feel that my pores are getting clogged just watching them.
Yeah.
Like it's just less is more, but this company doesn't do less is more.
I don't understand. Anyway, so that's my call. I'm calling my shot now.
Sure. Great.
And we'll see what happens.
Let's talk about the main event.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't mean the main event. I mean the best match.
Yeah.
The Usos versus the New Day in the Cell. Chris, I cannot wait for
this is going to be the highlight of the night, without a doubt.
This is it. This is when I'm not watching football. Yeah. This is like 20 minutes is going to be awesome. The other 2.5 hours is going to be garbage.
Yeah, after I'm done streaming Borderlands, I'm not going to bed. I'm going to watch the fucking New Day Usos match, and then I'll go to bed.
This series of matches has been fantastic.
These guys bring out the best.
You know what an underrated part of the story is? How awesome Xavier Woods has been.
Oh my god, it's fantastic.
He's been one of, if not the stars of every match these guys have been in.
Yeah, these guys have had.
What I imagine is the blow-off match. I think he's going to have a time to shine.
These guys have been fantastic with each other, even going all the way back to 2015 when it was racist preacher New Day versus face paint Usos. Even back then, they were still great with each other. So I do not doubt that this is going to be one of their finest hours. Who do you think the New Day is going to be in the match?
I think they're going the speed team, Woods and Kofi.
Yeah,
I think team speed.
Because I don't have the statistics on this. I would need to. I don't know if these statistics have even been compiled. I would need to go back and look. But I'm fairly certain that every New Day title defense that they have had, with the exception of that one garbage match against the Club when they fucking gave Big E the ring post the week earlier, I'm fairly certain that Big E has been in every single New Day title match with the exception of that one. So I'm betting it's going to. I'm betting it's going to be.
If you had to rank the New Day in terms of your enjoyability, what would you rank them?
My enjoyability, personally,
in the ring, your enjoyability in the ring.
Kofi, Big E, Woods, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I think Woods is my number one at this point. The way he sells and that's my thing.
Yes,
has been otherworldly lately.
Yeah. Oh, he's been fantastic. When he had that match against AJ Styles, it was spectacular.
Yes, it was.
That singles match that they had. I've just always been a huge Kofi Kingston mark. He's always been one of my favorites.
I love all three of these guys.
The fact that he has been with the company for as long as he has and never has won the World Heavyweight Championship just fucking tilts me
Do you remember
so
when he
hard.
had the match on Main Event against Cesaro? Were you watching then?
No, I was not.
Oh, that's your match. That's your match of the week.
That's my homework.
Yes. Main Event against Cesaro from like 2013.
Kofi versus Cesaro. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm on either Main Event or Superstars. It was not Raw nor SmackDown.
Right.
2013, maybe pre-New Day.
Right.
Definitely pre-New Day.
Absolutely.
Pretty great. You're going to watch that match.
Yeah.
You're going to like that match.
I have no doubt.
Yep. So 2013, 2014, somewhere in that
I will figure it out. I will find a way to get to it.
It's the good one.
Mm-hmm.
As you can imagine, a match between Kofi Kingston and Cesaro would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not like you should be surprised. Mm-hmm. So who wins this match? New Day or Usos?
Who's got the titles right now?
New Day.
New Day? See, I'm kind of torn here because I think they need to have the blow off and move on, but I'm also remembering that report from a while back that said they were going to do a bunch of title switches in order to give New Day the other statistics needed in order to officially declare them as the greatest tag team of all time.
Not even the greatest tag team in this match.
Yeah, I know, but WWE and their statistics. Yeah, Adam, you're exactly right. I can thank Randy Orton for Kofi not ever getting the strap. Fuck Randy Orton.
What's the story behind that? And I know there's something there, but
they were having a feud back in 2009. I want to say 2009, and Kofi got injured in a match leading up to when he was supposed to have a title match. I think it was actually supposed to be. It was leading up to the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
He got injured in the lead up to the Elimination Chamber in 2009, and as a result, did not end up being in the title match that happened at the Chamber.
Oh, and he got injured in an Orton match. That's okay.
That's what I think it was.
I remember when Ken Kennedy dropped Randy Orton on his head in L.A. and then got fired the next day. But that's because Ken Kennedy, he was an idiot. That's because Ken Kennedy was terrible.
Yeah.
So, again, he dropped it on his head.
Yeah.
That wasn't on Orton.
Chad, if I'm getting that one wrong, feel free to correct me. But I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I might be getting it wrong.
It sounds about right.
Yeah,
that tickles something in my brain.
Yeah.
I think, by the way, my ranking is Woods, Kofi, Langston.
Yeah.
In terms of my 1, 2, and 3, but it's very close. It's very close.
But yeah, you were right. The New Day is not even the best tag team in this match. I mean, because
they're not. That's not an indictment of the New Day. That's just how great the Usos are. The Usos are the best part of SmackDown.
Revelatory in 2017. The Usos are revelatory.
The best part of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. It's
not close.
It's spectacular how good they have gotten. Like, because it was a year ago now. A year ago that they had their heel turn. And they have only gotten better after turning heel. It's just been a constant upward climb. There's been no drop off. And for a team that for 2 years, people were saying were stale outdated and couldn't go and couldn't do anything. And now they are fucking on top of the world.
They're the best, Chris. When we do the awards in 2 months, because the season ends, the year ends November 30th. Yes. So 8 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Unless something crazy happens in 8 more weeks, this is the best tag team in the world in 2017.
Oh, unquestionably.
And it would have been Travis Banks and TK Cooper, but what's his name broke his leg in 14 places.
Yeah.
Which is, and I don't mean to be glib about that. That was horrible.
Yeah, and also
it would have been those two.
And also the fact that there was that long stretch after when Cooper and Dahlia lost their visas and had to go back to New Zealand. Before waiting for the renewal. Yeah.
And
I
mean, the Bucks haven't had a year on par with these guys.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I love the Bucks. War Machine's not been on par with these guys.
Fucking around with Killer Elite Squad for reasons passing understanding.
Well, I mean, even despite them being stuck with Killer Elite Squad and having the Guerrillas having to deal with that too, War Machine has still had a pretty great year, all things considered.
They're on the ballot. No, there's a lot of people on the ballot.
But the Usos
are the top of the ballot right now, October 6th.
Yeah,
like they're the best tag team of the year.
Yeah,
and I don't think it's particularly close to number 2.
No, it's not. Number 2 is the New Day
for a myriad of reasons. Like Hardy's got hurt, Revival got hurt, Fashion Files vanished, the club vanished. Like
DIY broke up.
DIY broke up. Travis Banks' leg broke off. TK, who got hurt? Cooper or Banks?
Cooper.
Cooper's leg fell off. Like the Young Bucks, whatever. Like Killer Elite Squad didn't get started till June. Like,
and they've just been terrible anyway.
For tag teams, but the Usos have been incredible.
Yeah,
they've been awesome. This is the best run they've ever had in terms of promos, in terms of presence, in terms of characters, in terms of work rate, in terms of everything. They're great. They're great, and I'm so happy for them, and I'm glad they're being recognized as great.
Absolutely.
So the fucking Bucks are going to win tag team of the year again. I'm going to be pissed.
God.
I'm going to be fucking pissed, Chris.
Yeah,
and it hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
So, but it won't be our fault. The show ballot will not be the fault of the show ballot.
Meltzer marks are going to be dumbasses as they always are. What are you going to do?
Let's talk about something else that's going to be fucking terrible. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Chris, every single segment in this feud has been trash. Every single segment.
Jinder Mahal
is racist. Nakamura is autopilot. Neither man has shown any pilot. Neither man has shown any fire. No one has any desire to be champion. Jinder's title reign is long and bad and terrible and can't even have his own fucking finish, Chris.
This is god-awful. And I've seen people on Twitter trying to say that Jinder is not as bad as everybody says he is. Jinder is as bad as everybody says he is.
Terrible. The worst male wrestler on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least Enzo Amore can sell, right?
Yeah.
What does Jinder do well in the ring? What does he do well? He can't hit his own finish.
He doesn't do anything.
Couldn't hit a schoolboy against Baron Corbin. A schoolboy. They teach you that shit in the first day. That's a first day move, and he could not do it. Chris,
and they just announced that they're doing another fucking India tour in December.
Great, fine, whatever. Get off my fucking television. Again,
and they wonder why
Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler, and everyone else just stop it.
And they wonder why the fucking ratings are tanking. And they wonder.
The ratings are. No one's showing up to their shows. The ratings are tanking, but hey, a bunch of people in India are watching, but not on the network. But not on the network. They're watching because they get the pay-per-views for free. Like, whatever.
This is a disaster.
I don't care. I'm just glad this isn't the main event because I'm tired of shows ending with Jinder celebrating, and I'm tired of all of it. And there's just nothing good has come of this. Like, the guy who was the racist is gonna win, Chris. Like,
shit.
I mean, I know wrestling is supposed to be like real life, but I don't want it to be like that much like real life.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
whatever. Let's
it's terrible.
I don't even want to. I can't. I can't with this fucker.
Yeah, no,
I can't with Jinder.
Yeah, no, me neither. It's deplorable. It is the worst possible thing that they could have done.
It's fucking terrible.
And they're fucking writing it out.
Yeah, till December. So,
what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here?
Like, they.
Let's talk about the
72-year-old guy from North Carolina is running your show. Like, I mean, what did you think? What did you think was going to happen, Chris? Like, the guy who cut the racist promo is going to win.
Yeah.
Or the guy who cut the racist promo is going to lose this match and then win the belt again in time so they can go to India.
Or win it in India.
Yeah.
Because
either way.
Because everybody fucking hates me. That's all I can say. Everybody in this company hates me.
I only hate you on Twitter, but I don't hate you in real life.
I know.
All right. Speaking of things that I hate, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens. I will say this will be fun to watch. It will not be a good match.
It will not be a good match.
It will not be a mediocre match.
No.
This will be a bad match, but it will be a fun match. It will be a fun to watch match. I just hope that neither guy keels over and dies from the lack of cardio.
Yeah.
Thank God we never got the Shane McMahon Brock Lesnar match because you'd have the two worst cardio guys in the company going at it.
Oh my God, that would be a disaster. That would be a fucking a horror show.
Yeah, it would be bad. It would be bad. Who's winning this match? Kevin, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Fight night at WrestleMania.
I'm betting on.
That's the one thing we need in our lives is a face Triple H run.
Oh my God. I'm betting on this being the way that they get Kevin Owens off of SmackDown and back over to Raw for reasons unknown. I don't know why.
Everybody should go on Raw. I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm morbidly curious in this match.
Morbidly curious.
Yeah. Shane jumping off things is always fun. And I mean, whatever. He wants to be stupid. I'm not going to tell him not to be stupid. Yeah. He's not a good wrestler. He's a horrendous puncher.
Oh, God, he is.
They have enough of a grudge. They both have done good work on the mic. I mean, I care about this feud. So
shockingly.
Yeah.
How?
Because for all the shit that we give him, Kevin Owens cut a promo.
That's about all he can do right now.
Yeah, but that's all he has done.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
And he had butted Vince.
As long as it's not too long, I'm okay with it. If this match is like 25 minutes, bell to bell, God help us all.
Oh, it's gonna be.
God help every single one of us. If this match is like 12 minutes, if the match is like 12 minutes, great. If this match is some epic, the epic WWE main event that goes on forever, you know what I'm talking about? The epic.
Yeah.
If this match is that, then we got problems. But if this match is shortened to the point, I'm cool with it.
This is gonna be like the equivalent to the fucking Shane Taker Hell in a Cell match from Mania last year.
Man, where he sat down and took a sat down gas on top of the stairs. Remember that?
Yes. I do.
I hate this company. No, Raw's good. NXT is great.
And NXT is great.
NXT is freaking awesome. I hate this brand. I used to love this brand. I was all in on Team Blue. But forgive me, Chris. I'm an idiot. Never forget this for a minute. Your podcast co-host is an idiot. So.
Oh. God.
All right.
That's the whole show. Wow, thank God.
Yeah.
That's over and done with. All right, couple of quick.
There's gonna be. You know what? I think you're right with this 4 horsewomen because there's how many matches on this show? Let's see.
There's also going to be the Fashion Files. The Fashion Files are going to have their big.
There's 8 matches and 1's in the pre-show. So yeah, there's going to be something to break this up.
Yeah, they've already said that they're going to have a Fashion Files segment. So unless they decide to drop that last minute again, we'll finally get.
I don't
the
watch
fucking
Twin Peaks, so I'm kind of lost. But they're still fun.
Yeah, me too. I have no idea what's going on, but yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that they stick with what the original plan was and have it be Harper and Rowan, because God, having them back on my TV will give me a reason to fucking care about something else on SmackDown. Something to counterbalance the garbage that they've been giving us, and there's been a lot of garbage.
There's been a lot of garbage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's
like that.
All the dumpsters are on fire. Every single dumpster is on fire.
The fucking New Day League of Nations feud, where everybody in the League of Nations was being referred to as hot garbage by the New Day. That is what SmackDown is. It's hot garbage.
You know what? Yeah, the League of Nations was pretty bad. I was about to say the League of Nations wasn't that terrible.
It was.
Yeah.
League of Nations
their backstage, their Instagram accounts were awesome, and their music was fun.
I wasn't a fan of the music, but
I liked it. There was that weird like fanfare thing. It was alright. And they're like shit from the road where they're like tweeting at each other from the cars. That was always fun.
Having been a Model United Nations geek for all of high school and college, it just was like, God, why would you do this? In my mind, but that's me.
It wasn't a Model United Nations gimmick.
I know.
It was called League of Nations. I mean,
it was like all the foreigners together. Why
they weren't showing up? They weren't like debating what to do about another country. This wasn't.
No, it was just the whole thing of like,
Hugo Chavez wasn't calling the United States the Great Satan. I mean, like, come on, man. It was just a gimmick. It was just a stupid gimmick. What Nikita Khrushchev wasn't pounding his shoe on the damn podium. It was just a name.
Nikita Khrushchev. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's just a name.
Wow. That's something. That is something.
Yeah. Yeah, watch that Kofi Kingston Cesaro match. You'll thank me later.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Progress? What do we want to talk about?
Let's run through the progress.
Raw?
Progress first.
That's all you, my friend.
Yeah. So Progress Revelation to Divine Love happened earlier this week on Monday. It's one of the first non-chapter shows that they've done in a while in the UK. And the purpose of the show was to crown a #1 contender to Toni Storm's Women's Championship. Now, the original field included Miss Katie Harvey, but she was injured last week in a match, had a pretty serious knee injury, and was forced to withdraw from the tournament. So replacing her in the tournament field was Miss Ginny Couture, our favorite heel, the fashionista. And there was an 8-woman tournament, and the finals came down to Ginny facing off against 20-year-old Australian sensation Charlie Evans. I've talked about her before, but a while ago that I talked about her. They had themselves a hell of a great match. And in the end, your new #1 contender is Charlie Evans. Surprise, surprise. Oh. The 20-year-old pulled off an excellent upset in this match, and she was on her way to a title shot against Toni Storm. So congratulations, Charlie. And personally, I hope she wins it because she's awesome, and she's in the UK for a bit of time. And I'd like to see her get a run with a Fed that is doing some things. So congratulations, Charlie.
Progress certainly is.
Yeah. Moving over to Stardom real quick. I alluded to this last week with Mayu Iwatani's injury.
Oh, by the way, that's your cue, audience. Have a shot. Chris is talking about Stardom.
Nobody made the rules yet.
If you had Chris talking about Stardom on your bingo card, make sure you blot out the little spot. You already got me talking about the 80s for some reason.
Did anybody make the rules? Anybody?
You have to have the 2 guys, 1 sport bingo card.
Yeah, we got to make it. All right. So moving over to Stardom, they had themselves 2 events 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, approximately. Monday, 9/23, they ran in Osaka, and then Tuesday, 9/24, in Nagoya. 9/23 show, we had 3 title matches. We had Tony Storm successfully defending the SWA title against Mandy Leon. Thank God, because if Mandy Leon won a title in Stardom, I would probably throw my computer out the window.
I'm about to say you would just wander. You would also wander off to the Grey Lands with Frodo and Gandalf and all the rest of them, never to be seen again.
Yep. In the tag team title match, we had some pretty interesting healing on the part of Oedo Tai in handcuffing Viper to the ring ropes before spraying Io Shirai with the mist and retaining the Goddess of Stardom tag team titles. And then in the main event, Yoko Bito successfully defeated Mayu Iwatani and won herself the Wonder of Stardom title, leaving Mayu with only... Is that the
big one or the little one?
That's the white belt. That's the secondary belt.
Okay.
So Mayu was left with only 1 title and another title defense coming the very next day. The 9/24 show in Nagoya, Yoko had her first title defense against Jungle Kiona and successfully defended her title. The Artist of Stardom tag titles stayed with Queen's Quest as they
How many fucking titles does this company have?
5.
So yeah, Wonder 5. And World are singles.
Yep. And the SWA title
Goddess is a tag.
Yep. And the Artist of Stardom titles
What's the SWA title?
SWA title is like another secondary belt. It's only eligible to be won by people who are not from Japan.
So the Gaijin belt, basically.
Yeah, it's known as the Stardom World Association is what that stands for. The Goddesses belts are the tag team belts, and then the Artist belts are the 6-woman belts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Queen's Quest
should have a 6-man belt.
Yeah, they should.
Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Queen's Quest successfully defended against Oedo Tai to retain the Artist of Stardom belts. And then in the main events, we had the referee stoppage in the World of Stardom title match where, as I said, Mayu Iwatani dislocated her elbow on a landing for a dropkick. And
that sounds excruciating.
Yeah. And due to referee stoppage, Tony Storm is now your new Wonder of Stardom, World of Stardom champion, I should say. So Tony is now Tony 3 belts.
That's the big one, right? World.
Yeah. Yep. The World is their main title, is their big title. Okay. The title of Meiko Satomura, Io
Tony goes from winning the 5-star to winning the belt. Okay.
Yep. It's all the same year. She won the Cinderella tournament. She won the 5-star, and now she is the big champion. So
well deserved.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time before Io Shirai comes for her again. So we're in for another epic clash between the 2 of them. I am certain of that. And Stardom is coming up next with Goddesses Tag League. This is coming up soon. They're going to start having the qualifying matches for that. So we'll start talking about that once the field starts to come together.
Yes, we will.
Moving on now, New Japan.
New Japan! Yes!
We got 2
back in my life. Thank you, God. Because those destruction shows were no good.
Well, we got to run through the last 2 because we never did.
Yes, the main event of the last one is the only one I've seen. So
okay, destruction.
Great. Juice and Omega. That was a lot of fun.
Get the laughter out of your system now. We're going to talk about destruction at Hiroshima.
Sure. Just waiting for destruction at Nagasaki 3 days later.
God damn it! That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's see. Roppongi Vice won their final match as a tag team over Bullet Club. And after the match, Yujiro Takahashi cut a promo on Beretta telling him that he wasn't ready for the heavyweight division and challenged him to a singles match. We'll get to that. Funky Future successfully defended the junior heavyweight tag team titles against Suzuki Gun. Thank God.
That's Elvis Brado and someone else, right?
No, it was Taichi and Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
Oh, God. Kill me now with Taichi.
Thank God. Yeah, that's why I said thank God.
Yeah.
With a shooting star press assisted Omai and Garankle on Kanemaru. I love Taguchi's finisher and being named Omai and Garankle is fucking hilarious to me. I don't know why, but it's great.
Taguchi using his ass as a weapon always pops me too.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. After the match, Rocky Romero came out and cut a promo on Funky Future saying that his new mystery tag team, Roppongi 3K, were coming for the Junior Heavyweight Tag Championships. We have no idea.
Is Rocky in the tag team, or is he just managing the tag team, or we don't know?
We don't know. We know nothing about Roppongi 3K right now, except that they exist.
Maybe.
War Machine retained again in the second of the 3 tag teams.
I got words about this. This I saw. This I saw.
The second
Go
one?
on, though.
The second
one?
The
whole series.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So War Machine retained.
War Machine wins the first time, right?
And they won the second time too.
Won the second time, right?
This was
Lose
the second
the third
one,
time.
Yes.
Lose the third time, right?
Yes. Yes.
Fuck that. You want to make a team? You have them win all 3 times.
Yeah.
You either have every team win once, and you establish that all these teams are relatively equal. Yeah, Cubs! Yeah! Sorry,
God.
nothing. Yeah!
Interlude.
You have every team win once, and you establish that all 3 of these guys are equals, and then at any given night, anyone can win.
Yep.
Or you pick one and you push them to the fucking moon.
Yep.
You don't half-ass it. You don't half-ass this shit. War Machine, once they won the first 2, they should have won the third.
Adding the fucking tornado tag stipulation does not make it better.
No, you either go pure 50-50 or 33-33-33 in this case, or you pick one and you push them to the fucking to the end of the world.
Yep.
But you don't half-ass it, and it's exactly what they did, and it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It pissed me off, Chris.
It was stupid.
Very dumb. Now I know Gato doesn't care about tag team belts at all.
No.
And I know he doesn't care about junior tag team belts at all, which is funny because as someone else pointed out, he spent like 20 years as a tag team wrestler.
Yeah.
So the fact that he doesn't care, and I know that this probably was going to go to Hanma and Makabe before Hanma broke his neck.
Yeah.
You notice how Makabe hasn't done anything? Because Gato books everything so far in advance, and once Hanma fell off the earth, unfortunately, Makabe just kind of shuffled to the side.
Makabe's been in like random Taguchi Japan matches, and that's been it.
Yeah. And but like that's it. Random 8-mans.
Yeah.
This was a missed opportunity. You could have made made War Machine.
He's probably just half-assing it because they're coming up on World Tag League and they're going to have the big, whatever the big match is going to be at the Dome, but that still doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it, that
doesn't make it better.
As great as New Japan is with the singles,
they're crap.
That crap with the tag and that crap with the juniors.
Yeah, it's bad.
So.
Speaking of the juniors, though, the junior singles scene is looking great. Kushida defeated Desperado in this match with Back to the Future. Afterwards, we had the challenge laid out by Will Ospreay that Hiromu Takahashi tried to horn his way in on, only to get punched in the neck. And then the main event, the Ace, Go Ace, defeated Zaki 3 belts. With High Fly Flow to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Post-match, called out your friend and mine, Kota Ibushi, as the challenger. And since that match is not happening at King of Pro Wrestling, I'm thinking that means Kota Ibushi is coming to the Dome.
Against Zaki 3 belts?
No, against Tanahashi. I think they're putting that match off until the Dome.
Wow.
Because they're not doing it.
I thought we were hell bent on getting Ibushi and Omega.
No.
I thought we were. Once
one
blocks were announced and they were in separate groups, I thought we were hell bent on getting Ibushi Omega at the Dome for the United States.
No, I'm still thinking that the destruction of the Bullet Club is going to be played out going into the Dome.
I don't think so, and let me tell you why. And when we get to King of Pro Wrestling, I'll tell you why. So hold that thought.
All right. But yeah, so Tanahashi has called out Ibushi as his next challenger, and they are going to be feuding, it looks like, all the way up to January 4th. So that's exciting. Moving on to Destruction at Kobe. Let's see. We had, to follow up on that final match for Roppongi Vice, Beretta defeated Yujiro Takahashi by pinfall with the Dude Buster in his debut singles match for the heavyweight division. So Beretta has, made Yujiro eat his words. Thank fucking God, because if Yujiro won that match, that would have just been abysmal for the rest of Beretta's career. As we already alluded to, Killer Elite Squad defeated Guerrillas of Destiny and War Machine in a tornado tag team match by pinfall with the Killer Bomb on Raymond Rowe. So they're the new IWGP Tag Team Champions, and God, I hate myself for having to say that. Chaos won both of their multi-man matches against LIJ. There was first a 6-man where Rocky, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toru Yano defeated Bushi, Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito. And then my match of the week from last week, Okada and Will Ospreay defeated Evil and Hiromu Takahashi.
Good match. That I did see.
Fantastic match. And then the main event, as you alluded to, Kenny Omega defeated Juice Robinson by pinfall with an Avalanche One-Winged Angel.
By the way,
the United States Heavyweight Championship.
Thanks for nothing, Ring of Honor. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
In 9 days or so, Kenny Omega will be defending the United States Championship in my hometown. Well, close to my hometown of Chicago, Illinois.
Right.
Instead of defending against Juice Robinson, local boy, he's wrestling Yoshihashi. Because Ring of Honor couldn't. Yep. Because Ring of Honor couldn't keep their fucking mouth shut, Chris, and spoiled that Kenny Omega was coming before New Japan was ready to announce him. So yeah, Kenny Omega versus Yoshihashi.
They nixed Juice. Why would they nix Juice though?
Because they didn't want to waste Omega Juice in Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah,
so New Japan pulled rank, and partly because they're New Japan and they are the Dom and ROH is the sub in this relationship.
Yeah, they are.
And partly because Ring of Honor ran their mouth about them bringing Kenny Omega to the States.
Fuck you, Delirious. You are such an idiot.
Yep. So, yeah, Yoshihashi is getting an IWGP United States Championship.
I mean,
not local boy Juice Robinson.
Yeah,
Yoshihashi.
And Yoshihashi's not bad, but he's certainly nothing to write home about, and he's not a local boy. So, yeah, garbage. Thanks for nothing, Delirious. You fucking idiot.
Delirious, thanks for pulling rank in New Japan. Thanks to everybody.
Fuck off.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks me not going because it's a Sunday and it's far away. I may go. I don't know. We'll see. That's the weekend. That's the weekend of the Lyman, so I'm going to that for sure, which we'll talk about at the end of the show.
Yes, that's going to be next week's show. We're going to preview that
from today.
Yep. Next, programming note in case you didn't read the description on the video. Next week we're going to be broadcasting on Thursday because George is going to the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament at AEW. It's on Friday and Saturday,
and it's going to be great because the main event.
We're
show.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. We're going to save it for next week. Save it for
awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome though. There's a lot of good stuff happening there. So let's move on to King of Pro Wrestling. Let's get this. To this. Well, it looks to be a really good card, though. This card looks really good.
You know what's funny about this match, about this card?
What's that?
I'm most looking forward to. I 100% know the finish.
Yeah, me too.
Suffer from the same problem, Chris. They're both utterly predictable.
Yes.
The Tokyo Dome match is going to be Okada versus Naito.
Yes.
That's it.
There is no possibility of it not being that.
Here's the thing, though. Oh, let's set the scene. Naito is wrestling Tomohiro Ishii for the briefcase, and Okada is wrestling Evil for the belt. Yes. There is a slim chance that Naito and Okada, both lose.
It's like very microscopic.
I mean, we're talking mid-90s Calista Flockhart slim. Utterly.
Oh, wow.
Chance. Thank you.
Ooh, that's a reference.
Not bad off the top of my head, huh? But you know what? You know what's going to happen in this match? In this Ishii match? You know what? We'll get there.
Now let's go through the whole card.
Go through the whole card. And I'll tell you why I'm excited for these matches.
All right. First up, your requisite undercard tag matches. So starting off, we've got Bullet Club with Bad Luck Fale, Leo Tonga, and Yujiro Takahashi versus LIJ, bringing Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Sanada. I don't understand why.
Now, remember when I told you to hold that thought about Bullet Club at the Dome?
Yeah.
You know, we haven't gotten a lot of Bullet Club LIJ matches, which is throughout the years. Maybe we're getting something at the Dome. I don't know what, because Naito is going to be in the main event. I mean, does like an Evil Omega do anything for you?
I mean, they're both great.
Yeah,
unless
I think there's an outside unless we're. I mean, I still think we're getting Omega and Kota, and I still think we're getting obviously Naito and Okada.
Yes.
But I can see a Cody Rhodes versus Evil, or a tag Hiromu and Evil versus Cody, and I don't know, some junior. I can see them being there being some Bullet Club LIJ stuff at the Dome because we haven't gotten a lot of it. Which in a promotion like New Japan where stables fight all the time is a little weird,
Well, Bushi, Evil, and Sonata do have to defend the never openweight 6-man belts that nobody fucking cares about. So,
against 3 random Bullet Club members.
It'll probably be Cody
and the Bucks.
Cody, Marty, and
Hangman
Fale or something.
Yeah, Cody, Marty, Hangman, or Cody, Fale, Hangman, or
Who knows?
Cody and the Gorillas of Destiny, or some sort of permutation.
Yeah,
so
something.
So they could do that while Omega.
Although honestly, I'm predicting it to be yet another fucking gauntlet match, but who knows?
Whatever. Because again, no one cares about tags.
Nobody's cared about those 6-man belts since before the G1. So yeah, the first opening tag is Fale, Tonga, Yujiro versus Bushi, Hiromu, Sonata. I find it hilarious that LIJ is bringing their two junior heavyweights against the 2 biggest guys in Bullet Club. That's kind of fucking hilarious to me, but whatever. Next up, we've got Haruki Goto and Toru Yano facing off against Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr.
Should be fun.
That'll be interesting because Suzuki and Yano always have very interesting interactions.
Mm-hmm.
The scariest man in the world versus the
who always loses to this guy.
Somehow getting beaten by the biggest coward on the roster.
Yeah. The G1 match was awesome, by the way.
That was hilarious. I loved it. Getting fucking straight jacket wrapped in the tape is spectacular.
Hit in the sack.
Yeah. So good.
I always pop for guys getting hit in the sack. I'm a masochist. I'm a sadist like that. Not a masochist. Yeah. Wrong word. I'm a sadist like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Next up, we've got Funky Future versus Roppongi 3K for the.
Kind of hard to predict this match. We have no idea who's going to be in it.
Yeah. I honestly think Funky Future retains, but we don't know. So
we don't know. You have any guesses as to who Roppongi 3K is?
No, but the one thing I have to ask: do you think it has anything to do with the vignettes of the guy with the knife?
Jay White.
Well, that's who they're predicting that is about. But
is Jay White Jr.?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Nobody knows who the guy with the knife actually is, but the predictions say that it's Jay White. But who knows?
Do you think it's those 2 dudes from the G1 show in Japan whose name I'm forgetting, or the G1 show in Long Beach?
No, I don't think it's those guys.
I can't think of their name, but you don't think it's those 2?
No, the whatever boys.
The Tempura Boys.
Tempura Boys, yeah, no,
yeah,
it's
JR called them.
You wouldn't fucking rename the Tempura Boys to Roppongi 3K. That's not a thing that would happen. Not in Japan. If I had to guess, this is a long shot.
Okay. I like long shots.
Like if I genuinely had to guess, I would. Well, actually, no, I can't even say the Workhorseman because James Drake is not qualified as a junior heavyweight. So never mind. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. I'm racking my brain to think of who it could be from CMLL or Rev Pro or Ring of Honor. It's I can't think
Dragon Lee and Teton or something.
Not a chance. No.
Yeah, but
you wouldn't I honestly don't even think it would be anybody from CMLL because you wouldn't stick CMLL guys with Rocky. That just doesn't make sense. I have no clue.
Some sort of I don't know.
No idea.
You think Rocky wrestles or you think he's a manager?
I think he's going to be the manager. Personally.
Okay, well, we'll find out.
Yeah. Next up, we've got an elimination match for the heavyweight tag belts: Gorillas, Killer Elite Squad, and War Machine. Now, being that it's an elimination match, who do you think comes out in this?
Give me the card again.
It's the same match that we've had before, except it's an elimination match. Gorillas versus.
What the hell is that in the background? Someone's revving their engine.
Motorcycles.
Oh. I think War Machine. I think War Machine is winning. What do you think?
Yeah,
I mean, it's Gato and the tag team. It's basically just rolling a die 6 and dividing by 2.
Yeah, I mean, my hope is that the Gorillas get it, and the Gorillas go back into the Dome. But that's my inner mark for the Gorillas going on there. I have no idea.
My favorite song of theirs, by the way, Clint Eastwood. Sorry,
wrong
not sorry.
Spelling.
Sorry, not sorry.
You jerk. Yeah, I have no idea because honestly, you were talking about the Killer Elite Squad winning the Tornado Tag fucked everything up. It fucked everything up because if War Machine had won, we could have moved on to a straight 1v1 feud for War Machine. Instead, we're getting a fourth time match of this.
Yeah,
and
it
doesn't make any sense at this point. But whatever.
It is stupid, dumb, and stupid.
Next up, we've got
juniors.
No, we already did the juniors. Next up, we've got another 6-man tag. Bullet Club bring in Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and Marty Scurll versus Chaos. Bring in Beretta, Jado, and Yoshihashi. I don't see any way the Bullet Club doesn't win this match.
Yeah, I don't think Jado has won a match in this century. I'm actually half serious about that.
Yeah, no, no. He was part of a winning tag match during the G1 when he and Yano beat. I want to say it was Bushi and Sonata.
Disaster movie.
But the funny thing of that match was that Jado got put into the Paradise Lock in the opening seconds of the match, and so Yano had to get the win all by himself with as many dick kicks as he possibly could.
Which I popped for, of course.
Yes. So
that guy.
That might be the only one that Jado has won this century.
Maybe. He's won and everything else.
Yep.
He's 1 and 500. He's Cleveland Browns wrestling.
He really is. Next up, we've got Hiroshi Tanahashi and Togi Makabe versus Juice Robinson and Kota Ibushi in a tag match.
This should be fine.
That should be interesting.
New Japan's really big roster right now. All these random ass tag matches.
There are a lot of guys.
Is Kota Ibushi still a freelance? Is Kota Ibushi still a freelancer?
Yes, he is still a freelancer. He is not signed
20 times a year.
Yeah,
but I mean not freelancer. But is he still unaffiliated or is he in a stable?
No, he's unaffiliated. He is
that. More guys.
He is his own independent man.
More guys should be unaffiliated.
Yeah.
The stable war shit is starting to play its course.
I think they need to just vary it up as to who's feuding with who. I think we need to start seeing.
Which is why I think we're getting a Bullet Club LIJ extravaganza.
Which I wouldn't mind.
At the Dome.
I wouldn't mind that.
Neither would I.
Next up, we've got Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Kushida defending against Will Ospreay.
Here is where business picks the fuck up. By the way, on this card.
Yeah, these last 3 matches are all going to be incredible.
Awesome. And this one may be this one may be the most awesome because it's not at all predictable.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't like how Kushida got the title shot by just announcing he got the title shot. I think that's lazy.
Will, you mean got the title shot?
Oh, Will, yeah. By just announcing the title shot, I think that's kind of lazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're probably going to establish a straight up #1 contender going into the Dome, which is why I think Kushida retains here. Okay. But I mean, they had a spectacular match.
I love Kushida. His character does nothing for me.
Well, the finals of the Best of Super Juniors were amazing, as we recall.
Oh, yes.
So I fully expect them to have another incredible match with each other. But
that would be the floor is 4 stars with these two.
Yeah, but I think we get another. I think we get Kushida retaining, but possibly due to interference by Hiromu, setting up a possible
3-way at the Dome.
Possibly, I wouldn't mind that in the least. A 3-way at the Dome would be amazing.
Like I said, when's the last time we've had a 3-way for a singles title in New Japan? It's been a little bit.
It has been a bit, yeah. So I wouldn't mind this. I wouldn't mind that playing out that way. So I hope that's what they do. We'll see.
Let me talk about this next match, Brother Chris.
Yeah.
Naito and
Tetsuya Naito.
I know Naito is going to win.
Yeah.
You know what else I know, though? The advantage this match has over the main event is that Ishii is the best wrestler in the world and making you think he can win a match he has no business winning. He's a fucking artist, Chris. You know what's going to happen at some point, right? He's going to kick out of a casino, or he's going to hit a top rope brainbuster, and you're going to think he's going to win the match, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, yeah, oh, they fucking got me. Because even though you know in your heart that Naito's winning the match, for just that split second, Ishii can make it look so great that you think, yeah, maybe this guy is winning the match. Just like in the best Undertaker WrestleMania matches, there's that one spot where you think he's losing. Remember the tombstone that Triple H hit in 2011? Mm-hmm. Or the super kick into the tombstone in 2012? Or the CM Punk go to sleep with the urn in 2013? There's always that one spot that you think, damn, they got me. They freaking got me.
Yep.
That's going to be in this match. There's going to be some fucking avalanche brainbuster or something crazy. You're going to be like, damn, they got me. And I don't see that damn they got me spot in the main event. So I think it's going to be in this match. Which is why I'm more excited for this match.
I think that they might have that kind of spot in the main event. And
the main event's going to be great. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I am as much a fan of Evil as you are a fan of Ishii. So I believe that Evil is capable of pulling that off too.
Evil is rapidly climbing my list of favorite wrestlers.
He has been another guy who has been revelatory.
Another guy Ring of Honor did nothing with too, by the way. Remember the Watanabe?
Oh God, yeah.
When he was just a fat mid-carder.
Oh, please.
Wearing those weird Goto pants.
Oh God, please don't remind me of that.
Know? Yeah, like
Evil. Evil has taken his role as the mystery guy of LIJ, and has turned himself into an absolute force to be reckoned with. No matter who he is facing, no matter what
he's
kind of match.
He's embraced the character 100% too.
Yeah, he pulls the character off so well. I've talked about that before.
And Okada's the best wrestler in the world. He's the best wrestler in the world.
And I
don't know.
I am 100%.
Not only the best wrestler. I mean, Chris, we say this every week. He's not only the best wrestler in the world. He's one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Yeah,
like Okada is.
I am firmly expecting there to be a friggin' and everything is evil, and Okada to kick out of it finally. He hasn't kicked out of it yet. I am firmly expecting it to happen in this match, and that will.
Long-term storytelling.
That will blow the roof off for me to see.
The long-term storytelling is going to be something else. You know that, right?
Yeah,
and it always is. Hey, Cleveland won. What a comeback!
Yeah, the Yankees too. I'm very happy about that. But this is going all the way back to the G1. This is 2 months in the making, and they have been killing it every time they faced off since then. Every time. I talked about this last week. That they've made every
so much. You know that, right?
Every match,
giving him a ton.
They've made every match feel fresh because they're not repeating spots nearly as much as everybody else does when they have those undercard tag matches. There's very little repetition of spots, and every match feels like it escalates things. Even when they go back and forth with either LIJ winning or Chaos winning, because they've gone back and forth several times. You know, Okada and Ospreay won the tag match in Kobe, but before that, the week before that, LIJ beat Chaos. So it's just they keep building it and keep building it and keep building it, and their interactions have gotten more and more serious at every passing week, and it's been spectacular. I can't say. And
Okada's given him a ton, and I love it.
Evil gives him a ton. Evil gives Okada a ton.
No, he has.
Yeah,
he has.
They are.
This match should be great.
They are spectacular together. They are spectacular together.
This match is like Monday morning.
Yep.
It's a federal holiday in New Japan. In Japan, the second Monday in October. It's National Sporting Day.
Do you have Columbus Day off?
I'm not a teacher anymore.
I took Columbus Day off.
Well, you took Columbus Day off. I don't have Columbus Day off.
It's a floating holiday in my office.
Yeah. I may be going to Wrigley that afternoon, so I may be taking a half day. We'll see. I'm trying to wrangle some tickets.
Yeah.
So expect lots of drunken DMs if that happens.
I'm gonna get up on Monday morning and I'm gonna turn on King of Pro Wrestling immediately. It's gonna be what Monday, I do on
right?
Monday.
Like my time, like 4 a.m. your time or something, right?
Yeah, 4 a.m. Eastern. So, but like, I'm gonna turn it on at like. I'm gonna turn it on,
which means I can watch the main event at the office if I get to work a little early.
I'll probably
4-hour show.
I'll probably be turning it on at like right as it's ending, so I'll be catching the VOD right as it's ending.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't mind.
That's okay.
Yeah. Should be a good show. Last note, we want to send a congratulations out to Mr. Donovan Dijak, who
congrats to you and
welcomed his son into the world, future NXT champion. What is his son's name? I have to go and
Connor?
Yes, Connor James Dijak. Yes,
great name.
And actually, it was actually 2 days ago. It was Wednesday, October 4th. Welcome Connor James Dijak into the world, future WWE World Champion.
God, if I'm still talking about this show when he's been, just throw me out in traffic. Just saying, man. If 55-year-old George is still talking about wrestling,
what you don't want to do this podcast forever? Come on, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, I do like this podcast. This podcast is the highlight of my week.
Nice.
I like talking about wrestling with you, man. Yeah. Even though I hate watching wrestling most of the time. Even though I hate watching WWE, I like
hate watching WWE all the time, but we love watching other wrestling.
We do.
Other wrestling is great.
We do. Other wrestling rocks.
Yeah.
So,
props. Yeah, so do you got anything else?
We'll talk AEW next week, right?
Yep, next week we're going to be talking AEW, the Jim Lynam Memorial. We're also going to be talking Evolve next week, Evolve 94 and 95.
Maybe, who knows?
I will be at Evolve 94, so I will be able to tell you firsthand whether or not it is the end. So
nice.
We'll see.
Is that Saturday? Is that Sunday? Or is that Saturday?
That's the Saturday. That's the Saturday show where the main event is Matt Riddle versus Keith Lee in a last man standing match.
That's why Riddle's not in the Lyman tournament, because he's doing the Evolve. That makes sense then. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
So Matt Riddle and Keith Lee in a last man standing match?
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh, it's going to be fucking spectacular.
That's going to be pretty great.
Especially with the way that those two had their big altercation at the end of Evolve 93. Oh my God, it's going to be so
that
good.
Too. And the day before, I get to watch Riddle and Sabre Jr. versus Shane Strickland and Keith Lee.
Yes.
Independent wrestling.
I said we were going to save that, but whatever.
That's all right. We'll get there. I'll talk about it again. Support your local indie.
Yes, support your local indies, and support our fellow wrestling podcast friends. Especially, we want to spend our special shout-outs to our Friday podcasting fellows, Shooting Debris with Taker's Mania, Mr. Dr. Senju in the mornings, and Fizzy's Wacky World of Wrestling with 14 Fitzpatrick and Don Sal Guzmano in the afternoons. Thank you guys for always being excellent. Also, shout-outs to Face Lock Feministas, who are coming up on episode 100, I believe, either this week or next. So congratulations, Courtney and the Lady J.
Props to the ladies.
You guys are doing great. Also to Hard Eyes and Wistful Sides, hosted by Courtney. And to our friends at Not Your Demographics, Stunning Cellar Cheeks and enigmatic Aaron Klein. God, one of these days I'll be able to pronounce that properly on the first try.
It's the enigmatic part that throws you off.
Yeah. Next week, as I said, AEW, Evolve, recaps of Hell in a Cell and King of Pro Wrestling, and whatever else happens that is worthy of talking about. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being active in the chat. Thank you for always being supportive of the show. Be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes. The link is in the video description below. And also follow the channel on Twitter at 2guys1sport, number 1 in the handle. And thank you guys for voting in our poll this week.
By the way, R.I.P. to Lance Russell.
Yes.
Shout out, one of the best of all time. We've talked about Memphis Brawls in the past. Lance was the glue that held that territory together. If Jerry Lawler was the heart of the Memphis territory, Lance Russell was the soul. He was the man, surely missed. Thank you for reminding me in the chat. Much appreciated.
Yes.
So sorry, go on.
Go on. As I was saying, thank you guys for voting on our poll this week about the Shield reunion. 70% of you said you are excited for the Shield reunion. 30% are feeling apathetic, don't care either way. But 0% are saying they don't want it. So that should tell you exactly where we are at. And next week, I am sure...
Lose the needle, right?
I am sure next week we will have something to talk about from Monday Night Raw regarding a Shield reunion, because given the close of last week's Raw, you know that they're going to do something.
I imagine it will be mentioned a time or two on the program, my friend.
Absolutely. So, with that, we're done.
We're done.
Chris.
Quick, hour and a half.
We had some brevity this week. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
We started on time. We're ending on time. That's George. I'm Chris. 2 Guys One Sport episode 31 is in the books. Don't work yourselves into a shoot. We will see you next Thursday.
Go Cubs. Go Tribe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will talk to you Thursday. 9 Eastern,
next week.
8 Central.
Lose Yankees lose. You lose Yankees lose.
And lose Nationals lose.
Yeah. Since the Phillies aren't in it, I don't really care. But yeah, go Cubs. All right.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.